Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Salvia Divinorum. So what is Salvia Divinorum? It is a hallucinogenic drug that is derived from a herb in the mint family. It is mainly consumed by either, if you have fresh leaves, you either drink the extracted juices or chew the leaves. But most commonly, the dried leaves are smoked in rolled cigarettes, inhaled through water pipes, vaporized, or inhaled. So some history behind the drug. It was brought to the United States in the 1980s. One quote from the book, it says, "The Mazatec people have preserved Salvia Divinorum and the knowledge surrounding its use for hundreds of years. We are privileged to have them share their sacred herb with us." Some street names for it is Diviner Sage, Magic Mint, Maria Pastora, Sally D, Sears Sage, and Sherbird's Herb. So it usually sells for around $10 to $60 depending on the quality and the quantity. And it also said something about clarity. So if it is a better form of the drug, it will be sold at a higher cost. So the prevalence in teens is pretty low because it is hard to get your hands on. So this is a study, the drug Salvia, time period, this was in 2020. And it's from 8th graders, 10th graders, and 12th graders in percent. So 8th graders, 0.5%, 10th graders, 1.2%, 12th graders, 0.7%. And from our book by Hansen et al., it says in 2015, this plant was abused by 1.9% of high school seniors in the United States, and it was a decrease from 5.7% in 2009. So the prevalence is going down. So there are effects on the body, and they include being hallucinogenic, and they are intense hallucinations. And these effects start from 1 minute from being consumed and last around 30 minutes. It is a very quick drug, but it does have intense and frightening hallucinations. It also causes short-term memory loss. This substance typically makes the user introverted while altering the consciousness in unusual ways. It creates mood swings, sweating, mixed senses such as seeing sounds or hearing colors. There are feelings of detachment. One teenager's experience using Salvia, she says that she saw Ferris wheels, flying pigs, and fairies wearing a green dress. So salviorin A is the main active ingredient in Salvia. It changes the way the brain works by changing the way nerve cells communicate. So it attaches to the part of the nerve cells called kappa opioid receptors, and this affects the signaling process, which creates these hallucinations. So there are risks with any drug you take. In this case, it is usually not used in social settings because the effects can be very unpleasant, and it triggers a lack of coordination and frightening perceptions. So you really disassociate. There are also reports of people losing contact with reality, and they can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not. And this obviously is a concern because of drunk driving or hallucinations where someone might hurt someone. But this drug isn't found to be addicting because of such harsh hallucinations. So future research, this drug hasn't been researched that much, but more areas that they can improve this is through the research of the active ingredient salviorin A, because it can be useful in the treatment of conditions such as depression, stress management, or even drug addiction itself. But much more research needs to be determined if it is significant. And then we don't really know what the long-term effects of it is. And these are my references, and that's it. Thank you.